Hello, my name is Terrell.
And my name is Alexandria.
We are up on this roof with Pastor Corey Brooks, trying to bring awareness to this community. And we've been just trying to figure out what we can do to play our part.
So for each and every day in February, we're going to highlight a Black entrepreneur.
Here we go.
One, two, three, four, five.
All right.
Hello, I am Mario Hoover. I am from East Garfield Park and I attend Providence St Mel.
All right. So Mario, first we do this thing, 28 Heroes, for the month of February, just honoring our heroes around Chicago, and we want to honor you. With that being said, you just did something amazing. Can you speak a little bit on that for us?
Well, recently I took the ACT in December and I scored at 36, which is a perfect score.
36, wow. I mean, how do you do something like that?
Well, you study, you practice. At Providence St Mel, we are trained for these scholastic aptitude tests. So, but we really have to, what I really have to work on was pacing. Once I got my pacing, it was pretty much good from there on out.
Scoring at 36, how did that make you feel?
Oh, it made me feel great. I felt amazed. I really felt like all the aspirations that I have, I could achieve.
You got that piece of paper, it said 36. What did you do at that time?
I said, Ma! And I said, Mother, guess what? I scored a 36. Yeah.
So of course we want to reach for the stars. Were you aiming for a 36?
I was aiming for a 34. That was my goal, a 34.
Okay, so do you have a group of classmates around you that you all kind of like, not like bet, but kind of play, see who's going to get the highest score?
Yes. We all talk about our scores often, and we all, it's a community at Providence St Mel, and we are a community of achievers. So we all are like, so we're going to do this, we're going to get this score, we're going to get this score. What's your goal score? Yeah, so.
It's not all the time that we hear a 36, a perfect score, and in any nationality. How did you get to that point, coming from East Garfield Park?
Well, I have to give much of the credit to Providence St Mel, but also the people who encouraged me. My mother, inspirational people like, Mr. Adams. It was a big part of me actually wanting to achieve what I achieved. Yeah.
It's a lot of peer pressure going on. How do you handle that?
Well, I mainly stay focused on the good sides of, good rewards and the good achievements. At Providence St Mel, we have a community, like I talked about, like we were discussing, a community of people who are high achievers, and you see that they get awards, and like, I want that recognition too. I want that, good recognition, not all the bad recognition that comes from peer pressure, like, yeah, do this, but morally, that it's no good.
I'm sitting here literally talking to a kid that's smarter than me, and probably 99% of our viewers right now.
I wouldn't say
Did
that.
your mom play a big part in that?
My mother played a huge role in that, from recognizing my talent early on and putting me in an institution where I can thrive. I wouldn't be where I am today without that encouragement, so got to give it up to her.
Who are some of the people that you look up to?
Well, Mr. Adams, of course, Dr. King. I go to Boys and Girls Club, Chicago King Club, East Garfield Park. So Martin Luther King really inspired me from an early age. I did a speech, a rearrangement of his mountaintop speech, and I really felt that, he had this ambition and he wanted to inspire others. So I really took that on and honed that in a personal way.
We were speaking a little bit earlier about on your music. How is that going, and what do you hope to achieve with that?
Well, I hope to inspire people the way I am trying to now through music as well. I have recently been awarded as an all-state musician. So in the all-state chorus of, Illinois Music Education Association. And I really recently got to perform last weekend in Peoria. It was great. It was great. It was like the top 1,200 students from Illinois.
So what do you play drums? You sing?
I sing.
You sing.
I'm a singer.
Okay. So what do you sing?
I sing a lot of classical music. I like to sing jazz. I wouldn't say that I professionally sing jazz. I sing some popular music. I sing some radio music and also some Broadway.
On the musical side, what are some of your inspirations? Who are some of your inspirations?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say I love a nice black female singer. Black female singers are an inspiration to me just because the intersectionality of it all, the way that they inspire through music and touch people through music. One of the big people in pop music, I could say Whitney Houston, a favorite of a lot of people, but it wasn't only the way that she sings, but the passion that she has when she sings. Also a classical, not really a classical person, but a popular Broadway person, Cynthia Erivo. I love her voice.
So you mentioned Whitney, what about Bobby?
Not really.
You don't think he's the king of R&B?
I wouldn't say all that. I just wouldn't say his music touches me personally.
So what are some good books that you're reading right now?
Oh, I love Shakespeare. Some Shakespeare. Oof. Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet from Shakespeare, but also Zora Neale Hurston, black female artist during the Harlem Renaissance, wrote Their Eyes Were Watching God, and it is an amazing book.
So I had to read Shakespeare in school just like probably everybody else.
Yes.
Are you reading the old version or the new version?
The old version, yes. The old English. Thou with this, thou standeth all that.
And you can get through all of that.
Yeah, if I read it.
Bless your heart.
Look at it, glance at it twice.
So what is your inspiration?
My inspiration. For what exactly?
Just in life, like to do what you're able to do. Like, what inspires you?
What inspires me is inspiring others. I love helping others. When I go to the Boys and Girls Club, seeing children's faces, when I help them do something or inspire them to, like, yeah, this is a nice drawing or whatever. Just those little things touch me. So imagine if it was bigger, put it on a bigger scale. I get so much fulfillment from fulfilling others.
Now, I know because we've been talking, but many of y'all viewers don't know. Not only did you score a 36, but you also do a lot of volunteer work and help out in the community. Can you speak a little bit on that?
Well, I do volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club. I volunteer at my own school, Providence St Mel. I also volunteer at the hospital. So I do a volunteer here and there, and it really fulfills me to help bring life and joy into others.
Why do you, like, coming from East Garfield once again, how were you able to stay away from the violence and the things that's around you?
Well, my mother really is with me like a lot, and she, guides me in the right direction. Providence St Mel helps, all of that. But also, I never found interest in the streets or whatever. I never found interest in violence, drugs. That's never been me. It never will be me. I find the interest in those books like Macbeth, literary analysis. Even when I watch Netflix, I love Netflix. I was watching The Woman Across the Street from the Girl in the Window, right? And just the analysis of it all. That's the type of person I am. So I hope to inspire others to think in that way too, You
graduate next year.
Yes, I do.
Where are you going?
I want to go to Columbia University in New York. The energy there, I went there for my birthday. The energy there is just so alive. And the people there, they're passionate. And I want to be surrounded with people like that all the time, not just some of the time.
Coming from Chicago, we don't like New York. How do you feel about that? I mean, you're going to the other side.
Well, I'm gonna be real. The skyline of Chicago is way better than New York, but the New York still has that Chicago lively feel. The traffic is rough in New York. Oh, it's so bad, so bad.
Did you try that pizza?
Yeah, I did.
New York or Chicago?
Chicago.
All right, something a little lighter again. they can't see you, but I see your shoes right now.
Oh, okay.
Where do you get your style from?
My mother. Me and my mother are together 24/7. She my rock. She dressed nice. So I look at her, I'm like, I want to dress nice too. So, but I also look at, take my own style from, like pop culture, I guess. Look at people, Harry Styles, I would say, unfortunately, is probably a big influence as well. Not unfortunately, but, he has some style things that I take.
I do have a serious question.
Okay.
I see you and your mom.
Mhm.
Is your dad in your life?
Yeah, my dad's in my life, but not as much as my mother. Single parent household, but my father is there.
Has he helped you out to school?
Yeah, he helps me out through school. He gives money, pays tuition. Yeah, but I wouldn't say he provides a moral role model like my mother provides a moral role model.
Well, we just want to honor you, bro. Thank you so much for coming up here. You're probably the smartest person I've met in the last couple years. Man, we just want to honor you, brother.
Thank you so much.